Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've updated you on the comics that I've been reading and what's good, what's not. But before I get into that, there is something I wanted to touch on. Now, I know someone has been watching, and I talked to him about Molten Man. I'm not going to start naming names, but you know who you are. So I wanted to start this one off by showing you. There we go. That is Molten Man himself there. First appearance in Amazing Spider-Man number 28. Amazing. Right. So, now we've got that out the way, let's catch up on what's been going on. So, I have had a chance to catch up with Batman Last Night on Earth Part 2. Scott Snyder really has Batman down. I think it's written very well, maybe slightly confusing a little bit. But wow, I mean it's like a sort of post-apocalyptic world where Batman is trying to find out what's happening because everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. Superman is no longer around. Not many heroes are, but I'm not going to spoil too much. The one thing that I would say, other than it's maybe a little bit confusing, is the artwork. Greg Capullo is normally fantastic with his art. He draws an amazing Batman. But in some of the panels here, I have found that it wasn't quite as detailed where it kind of should have been. We've got a close-up of Batman in his cowl, just like a side-on view. I would have thought it'd be a little bit more detailed, and it was very angular. But other than that, it's really strong stuff. This is, I think the Batman stuff is what could keep DC Black Label, their print going. Obviously I've just talked about Superman and how disappointed I was in that, but so far the two Batman runs in the Black Label print have been very good. I also picked up Brian Azzarello's Joker. This has been reprinted with the DC Black Label, but this is 11 years old now. I finally got around to reading it because I didn't actually have a copy. This is very different. It's told from the perspective of one of the normal guys in Joker's gang, and it portrays him moving through the gang essentially. You know, it starts off with him going to pick Joker up from Arkham Asylum because he's come out of Arkham, and it just escalates and escalates. And it's very well done in the fact that a lot of characters in this book are drawn rather cartoony. So all kind of side characters, all peripheral characters are drawn quite caricatures. But when it comes to Joker, when it comes to Batman, when it comes to these really big characters, Harley especially, the detail that is on them is absolutely amazing. And it's a stunning book. Worth a read, really interesting as well. And the funny thing, if you can call it a funny thing, about Joker is this, it was done obviously 11 years ago, but Batman Damned is like a sort of spiritual sequel to this. The way this ends and Batman Damned begins, they are linked. And I found that very interesting, and it kind of got me wondering whether Azzarello kind of wanted to tell the story after with Batman Damned and finally got the chance. But it ties in really well, and yeah, just a very well flying story from the Joker straight through to Batman Damned to the end as well, and artistically just beautiful. Both books absolutely stunning. So if you really enjoyed Batman Damned, definitely pick up Azzarello's Joker. Don't necessarily need to get the Black Label print. There is other prints out there. There's a nice hardback. I think they've got an Absolute as well, which is which is always nice to have. Next on the list, I've talked about this, Absolute Carnage issue 2. It's... I can't fault this. I really can't. There is nothing in there that I can say that's slightly flawed, that's not too good. I would say it's perfect. It really, really is. It picks up obviously where the last issue left off. It makes references to the tie-ins. You don't necessarily need to read the tie-ins. I'm enjoying the tie-ins, but because it makes reference to them, it's nice that it's giving them a nod. So the people that have, like me, read them, you're like, okay, yeah, that's really good. It's not necessary, so you don't absolutely have to read the tie-ins. You can still get a lot out of this book. Carnage, written incredibly well. Venom, written very well. Spider-Man, written amazingly well. And even down to the introduction of Scorpion. You see Scorpion briefly towards the end of this issue. And it's perfect Scorpion, really. It really is. In the situations that they're in, it's fantastic. And again, I spoke about the artwork. Stegman's art is just... I'm going to show you a quick double page here. That is beautiful, and the entire book looks like that, just like the entire first issue looked like that. It's amazing. If you haven't started reading it, I thoroughly recommend picking up Absolute Carnage. I would say it's probably the best crossover event I have read ever. Yeah. I can't think of one that I've enjoyed more than this so far, and I'm only 2 issues in. Next we have one that I'm not too familiar with the character. This is Gwen Paul. So Gwen Paul, the character, she did have a series. It was cancelled. She then went into West Coast Avengers, 10 issues. That was cancelled. They make a lot of. I mean, she's very, very much like Deadpool. Very meta, very breaking the fourth wall, and it's a lot of fun. It really is. Like I said, I don't have too much history with the character, but it's a really, really fun comic. So obviously you start off with it completely black, and she's sort of talking to herself, going, "Wait, if I'm talking, then it means I've been brought back. This is amazing!" And she's there turning the page. It's a lot of fun. You're not meant to take it too seriously, and yeah, it's. I'm enjoying it, and I actually can't wait for the second issue. I really can't. I'm intrigued of where they go from here. I'm talking about a lot of fun, comics that have a lot of fun. This is Cosmic Ghost Rider issue 6. It is the last one in the series. Cosmic Ghost Rider destroys Marvel history. Again, it's fantastic. It really is. Frank has got to the point where he's fully understood the ramifications of his actions to time travel. And now we're getting into the part where it's tying into recent continuity. It's been a great series to start with, and a lot of mini-series and a lot of series in general can't seem to stick a landing. This does it really, really well. There is a bit of a time jump, which I don't like most of the time, but it works well, and it really sticks the landing. It sticks it quite well. Again, I'm not gonna spoil much, but I am gonna say, if any of you have liked the character of Ghost Rider, liked the character of the Punisher, like I said, it's 6 issues, probably in about 2-3 months' time. Marvel like to try and get their trades out quite quickly. That trade will probably be out. I would definitely say this is one to read. It's been a great read. It's gone through a lot of Marvel history, and I've enjoyed that aspect of it as well. Changed it with the Cosmic Ghost Rider, and again, like I said, he's one of my favourite characters. Thoroughly enjoyed this. Can't praise it enough. And the only thing that sort of sucks for me really is the fact that I think this is going to be it for Cosmic Ghost Rider for me. I don't collect the main Avengers run, and I think now from, was it issue 5, he's part of the main Avengers run. So unfortunately, unless they release another mini-series or give him his own series again, I think that means I'm done with him. But really, really good. Can't fault it. Guys, if you've read any of these comics, if you've read something that you've liked, let me know about it down in the comments. If you disagree with anything I've said, again, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to talk to you about these things. If you haven't already, again, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because it all helps. It really does. And I will see you in the next video.